What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to try and win every single NHL award with one team. I've actually wanted to try this challenge for a while now, so it should be fun. Also going to be pretty tough too, because most of the awards you get from playing well, but then there's some that's not the case. It's kind of the opposite. Like Bill Masterton, for instance, usually is a defenseman on a bad team, so really going to have to get lucky there. I have seen a player on a playoff team win it before, but not very often. Jack Adams as well is usually a bad team that somehow makes the playoffs, so we're going to have to get creative to win some of these awards. Obviously, too, we have the team awards to try and win, Stanley Cup, President's Trophy, and then the conference winner. Now, for this video, guys, I'm actually using the defending Stanley Cup champion, Colorado Avalanche. I feel like they're giving me the best shot here, pretty much because they have Cale Makar. I'm leaning on him heavily. Obviously, last year he won 3 awards, Norris Trophy, Conn Smythe, Stanley Cup. I'm hoping this year you can do the same, maybe even add like a Hart Trophy or Art Ross Trophy. But now, before I show the lines for this team, guys, I first got to make a couple moves to kind of just set us up better for these awards. You might notice here the Avs really don't have any good rookie skaters. Obviously, one of the awards is the Calder Trophy, which goes to the best rookie, so we've got to fix that. Here, guys, I'm offering up Maltsev and a first-round pick to get Wyatt Johnson from the Dallas Stars. Obviously, I'm a big fan of his, former Windsor Spitfire. I've actually seen him win the Calder before in a sim, and I think he's playing top 6 on our team. Getting a bunch of power play time, he could definitely do it. And I'm offering up Maltsev here, just like an okay AHL player, but they actually do want him, plus a first-round pick. Values on our side. Trades rejected. Okay. I mean, I don't want to overpay too much because maybe we'll need the picks for other stuff. So I'm going to try a third and second round pick here to get Johnston. And they say yes. I actually tried just the 1 second, but they said no. So hopefully that's our Calder winner. Now I actually want to make one more move here, and that's trade away Pavel Francouz. You guys may be wondering, why are we getting rid of our backup goalie? Well, reason being is, once I trade him, I'm going to try and sign the worst possible backup, just to tank our team overall. That way the game thinks we're a worse team than we actually are, which will hopefully help us win the Jack Adams when we eventually make the playoffs. Also, too, I'll have the auto-rotate goalie turned off, so Yorgi's playing all 82 games, which means he should have the most wins in the NHL, and hopefully, with a decent enough save percentage and goals against, he'll actually take home the Vezina Trophy. So, a team that could actually use Francouz, probably like Buffalo. I'll take literally a 7th round pick back. We're giving away for free. They say yes. So I'm just going to go in free agency now. Like I said, try and sign the worst possible backup. And real quick, guys, I want to thank Raycon for sponsoring today's video. I've had a pair of their everyday earbuds for a couple years now, and I can't say enough good things about them. I feel like for me, the biggest thing is probably just the fact that they cost about half the price of other premium audio brands, and they're still a very high quality. They have the noise isolating feature, which I really like. If you're at the gym, you don't have to hear like the other generic music they're playing on the speakers. If you're in an airplane, it kind of gets rid of that hum. They're also water resistant too, so you don't have to worry about sweating if it rains, anything like that. I'm also a really big fan of the charging case they come in. As you guys can see, nice kind of compact design. Open it up there, they light up and they're ready to go. I believe these earbuds also have 8 hours of battery life, and the charging case itself is like 4 charges worth, so that should be around 32 hours of total battery life. You guys can see here, they'll fit nicely into your ear, and if you want to make sure you have the perfect size too, they actually have a bunch of customizable gel tips there, so you'll get the perfect fit every time. And if you're not a fan of the classic black, they actually come in a variety of other colors, such as red, white, and blue. Also too, if you already have a pair of wireless earbuds, or maybe you already have a pair of Raycons, they have some other products you guys would probably enjoy, such as low latency gaming headphones, which I'm sure you guys will like, as well too, they have speakers with long-lasting battery life. If you guys are interested in any of those products, make sure you click my link in the description box below and go to buyraycon.com/tacticshd for 15% off your order. Again, guys, that's buyraycon.com/tacticshd for 15% off. Alright, guys, so it's this Andre guy, 51 overall, Claus Andre. Shout out to him. I feel like, you know, he's probably better than that in real life. So, we'll sign him here to a 3-year deal. I'm thinking we'll give ourselves like 3 years to get this challenge done. Alright, guys, so after those moves, I'm going to show you what the team is looking like. Again, we're trying to win every single award with one team, so definitely going to be doing some cheesy things here. I can see the first line, though, is just for the regular Avs first line. It's stacked. Somehow only gets a +3. We got Nichushkin on the second line with Johnston, Newhook. Third line there is Lehkonen, Comfort, Rodriguez. Fourth line's O'Connor, Helm, and Cogliano. Now, I'm actually changing this. I just want to show you guys if those players were on the team. I'm going to make the fourth line all the guys are trying to get awards. So Johnston, of course, trying to get the Calder. I feel like McKinnon's probably our best shot for the Art Ross. And then Rantanen's probably our best shot for the Maurice Richard. So basically just double shifting the first line, but obviously giving Johnson extra ice time there with Landeskog to get the Calder. Defense guys, I got Taves and Makar on the top pair. Obviously, we want Makar getting the most ice time. Manson, Girard on the second pair. Byram, Johnson, bottom pair, get a +5. Now, I did think about double shifting Taves and Makar on the bottom pair. I'm going to not do it for now, though, just because, like, I'm not sure how much the endurance will matter for the sim. So I want to make sure they at least have some energy, especially Makar. Also, too, I'm thinking, like, Eric Johnson would potentially win the Bill Masterton if, say, he puts up 10 points, but he's, like, a +70. Maybe somehow that'd make him, like, you know, the Sportsmanship Award winner. Now, reason I say, too, about, you know, the endurance for Makar. Power play 1 here, you guys can see. Makar's on the point there. We got Johnston, McKinnon, Landeskog, Rantanen. They get a +5. Power play 2, the exact same thing. So we're just double shifting that power play. These are the guys we want to see get points. Forehand power play 1 is the exact same thing, but with no Landeskog again. Johnson's our Calder winner, McKinnon, Art Ross, Rantanen, Maurice Richard, Makar, James Norris, potentially more. Like I said, you really could win the Art Ross. Forehand power play 2, again, the exact same thing. PK, though, decided to switch it up. Again, you give them a bit of a rest. I want the guys on the PK to be energized. We want to make sure, we're defending the goal, as we do want that Vezina trophy as well for Georgiev. Backing him up there, the 51 overall Andre, who hopefully, is going to tank this team's overall enough that we can win the Jack Adams. Now, as I mentioned, too, with Makar, potentially win the Art Ross. We're 6 games into the preseason right now, and he's already got 12 points. He's averaging 2 points a game. I really think he could do it. So I'll start the sim here, guys, and see if we can pull this off. All right, guys, we're about halfway through the season right now, and I want to tweak a few things. Rantanen's killing it. He's got 73 points in 43 games, but I feel like he could do better. So I'm actually going to upgrade the first line to the third line as well. That way they just get a bit more ice time. They actually get a +5 there. So the third line's the new fourth line. I got really just trying to make sure we win that Art Ross, Maurice Richard. Also, Johnston gets the ice time to win the Calder. Now, defensively here, I thought Makar would just keep killing it. He's been good, 53 and 43, but not amazing. Right now, he's actually second in points to Adam Fox. So to make sure he hits that, I'm going to take out Josh Manson, I think. Eric Johnson does get that +5 on the bottom pair. So Manson can still be on the PK, things like that. I think, yeah, we just double shift Makar with Samuel Girard. We also could do that. No, we'll just keep Girard there on the second pairing because he is good offensively. So hopefully, Makar is going to be out there now a lot. They'll just kind of give him the points to win that Norris. Again, we're halfway through, so there should be enough time left that those changes will matter. Also, too, in terms of the President's Trophy, right now we're currently third in NHL, but in terms of points per game, we're actually first. So hopefully we can keep this up and hold on to that. All right, guys, we're at the end of the season now with a record of 57, 19, and 6, which is good for 120 points. And the President's Trophy. I was a little bit worried there half through the year. As I mentioned, the Oilers were competing with us. Luckily, we beat them out pretty good. As you can see, they finished with 110. Next closest there was the Rangers, 108. So far, still good. We got the first award in the President's Trophy, but obviously a lot still to win. 158 points for Nathan McKinnon. I mean, that's got to be good for the Art Ross Trophy. We'll see how everyone else did here, but 158 seems like it'd be pretty good. Rantanen 155. McKinnon actually 67 goals, so I could see him getting Art Ross, Maurice Richard, and the Hart. Cale Makar 128. That's got to be good for the Norris. I'm definitely glad I put him on that second D pair because once I did that, he really started popping off. Also, too, even like that first line, getting the extra minutes on the fourth line. Wyatt Johnson only 63 while averaging 30 minutes a night. He's a 79, but I mean, come on. Hopefully that's good enough for the Calder. So I will take a look here, guys, at the entire league. Yeah, McKinnon number 1, Rantanen 2. McDavid put up 134. This is with simulated scoring set to medium, shot frequency at high. Like, that's pretty crazy. Obviously, his stats are insane. Like, it's pretty much perfect, but still, him going off like that. Makar 128. Adam Fox had 109. Just a regular Adam Fox, 26 minutes a night. Tage Thompson 106. Draisaitl, Ovi, Crosby. So, like, a lot of guys were actually going off. So, competitive year for sure. Goals there does go to McKinnon. So, we got the Art Ross and the Maurice Richard. Like I said, should be winning the Hart Trophy as well. Defensive scoring there. Makar 128. +29. I mean, Fox, if he gets it with 19 less points, just because he's +6 better, I honestly would freak out. Like, come on. I feel like they got to give it to Makar, but honestly, it's going to be a little bit closer than I expected. Georgiev there, most wins by a lot, 57. Save percentage, .911. Like, that's not even that bad. Best save percentage was actually Andre, who barely played. 51 overall. That's hilarious. He also had the best goals against. Probably because he only went in, like, at the very end of games, like, when Georgiev wasn't playing well, so it kind of just boosted his stats artificially. Vasilevsky actually played 72 games, .918. So he might take it. Georgiev only had a 911, and goals against here. For a starter goes to Vasilevsky, 255. Georgiev, though, not too far back at 2.74. So the Vezina Trophy, I'm definitely a little bit worried about. But next year, guys, we'll take a look at rookie scorers. Wyatt Johnston, 63. Okay. Kent Johnson here, only 4 points back. I was actually originally going to trade for him, but because he has meaningfully potential, he's just costing way too much. They want to break up our team. Obviously, better the team, better chance to win the President's Trophy and the Stanley Cup. -5. We should be good. Paterka, though, +18. 5 points less. Paterka could take it. Johnston, though, had more goals, more game winners. The game loves the plus-minus, though. If Paterka wins it, that's just a tough bounce. I'd really suck, too, because if Paterka takes it, there's no way we get the rookie next year when, obviously, Connor Bedard is getting drafted. So, as you guys can see, first place there in the entire NHL, as I mentioned. President's Trophy. Let's see. Goals against. Do we have the least? No, the Florida Panthers, 220. So, we don't get the William Jennings, which means we probably have to upgrade our goalie. I don't really see Georgiev winning the Vezina. I was hoping if we had the William Jennings, then obviously that would increase the chance of Georgiev winning that, but at this point, I just don't see it happening. So I will sim through the playoffs here, guys. Obviously, we gotta win the Stanley Cup. Like, that's like the main award. If you don't win that, it doesn't matter if you win everything else. First round, we actually get the Canucks. And we're already down 2-0. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. So we were down 3-1 to the Canucks. I thought this game just absolutely hates me. Like 128 points, but somehow rallied back, beat them in 7. Next here with the Dallas Stars in round 2. And we sweep the Stars. So how the Canucks forced us to game 7, I have no idea. Next year, though, the Calgary Flames in the Western Conference Final. We sweep them as well. So super strange, the Canucks are the hardest matchup yet. Finally here with the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final. I'm just going to sim right through it. And we win the Stanley Cup. Okay, so it glitched there. We lost the first game. Wasn't sure what happened the second. We lost it. But then we actually won the next 4 straight to win the Stanley Cup in 6. So there you have it, guys. I feel like we're taking home most of the hardware from this year, but looks like that goalie award might be an elusive one for us. I thought even though Yorgi's only an 85, with such good defense in front of him, playing on such a good team, it wouldn't matter. But unfortunately, it looks like we need probably more of a high 80. And you got the LA Kings there, actually, drafting Connor Bedard. So they did not have a good sim. Next year, guys, moment of truth. Take a look at the awards, see what we came home with. Here we go. Stanley Cup trophy, President's trophy, Clarence Campbell. So we got all 3 team awards we could. So far, we're perfect. Individual awards here, McKinnon, Art Ross. Also got the Hart. Makar, James Norris. Let's go back to back. Lady Bing also goes to Makar. That's actually one I totally forgot about. So I'm going to see him get that. He has pretty high discipline. So that's awesome. Are you kidding me? They gave the Calder Baturka the extra little plus minus there, even though Johnston had 5 more points, 6 more points, whatever it was. That sucks. Conn Smythe ran to him. We knew we had that winning the Stanley Cup. Vesna goes to Vasilevsky. Okay, so we got to get the Calder. We got to get the Vesna. It's going to be hard to get the Calder, like I said, with Bedard coming up. I don't even know if it's possible. But Brosk got the William Jennings with Knight. You got Matta there, Bill Masterton. I was really hoping maybe Eric Johnson could take that, but unfortunately, that's a tough one to get. Jack Adams was the Capitals coach. I thought, making our backup lower rated would have helped us out. I feel like the Capitals probably had a higher overall than us as well, so I don't know how they got that one. O'Reilly there, Selke. I feel like for us to get that, McKinnon, maybe Nichushkin, I feel like someone just has to have a really high plus minus. McKinnon does get Ted Lindsay though, along with Maurice Richard. So we only missed out on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total trophies. The rest we got. I feel like that's not too bad for our first try. Obviously, gonna have to make some tweaks here in the summer and try again year 2. Alright guys, so next year's a big moment for us. We're heading to the draft. I really think if we can make a trade for Connor Bedard, we're guaranteed the Calder Trophy, plus he could also just pop off and help out the team in general. So we got 3 minutes here to try and get the first overall pick from the LA Kings. The value's not too crazy. McKinnon, Makar, Ranton all pretty much maxed. Like, look at that. McKinnon, Makar both 96s after their huge years. Johnson up to an 84, Newhook there 83. Could package those two. Newhook especially needs a new deal. Could even give up Nichushkin. I feel like it would be worth it. He's a good two-way player. We don't really use him too much on the team the way, obviously, we set up the ice time. We also don't really need Samuel Girard. So maybe try Newhook, Girard, and then like 3 first-round picks. This will be the starting offer because there's actually one more trade I want to make. LA'd have too many skaters. Okay, obviously, that's not a big deal. Just bring back somebody that's not too good. All right, so bringing back Lemieux and Peterson. Peterson's there for salary cap reasons. Probably just buy him out or hopefully be able to trade him away for like a 7th. Let's see what the Kings say to this. Newhook, Girard, 3 firsts for first overall. Trades accepted. Okay, so might have been overpay, but I mean, it's Connor Bedard. I think, it's worth overpaying for. Want to make sure, too, we got him before the time ran out. So we should have the Calder Trophy locked up. You can see behind him, you got Michkov, Fantilli, Made Up Dude, Carlson, Jaegers, Sala. So, obviously, we're taking Connor Bedard #1 overall, 82 high franchise. Honestly, could put him on the first line, McKinnon and Ranton, just to kind of like guarantee he'll produce. And now next year, you guys want to get an elite goaltender to give us a better chance of winning that Vezina trophy. Sorokin here's got a ton of value, like between the V and the A. Same goes for Shesterkin, pretty much identical. Vasilevsky, I think, has the most. Yeah, like it's actually almost the max, which is kind of crazy, only 2 overall higher. Now, looking at Connor Hellebuck here, 1 overall below Sorokin, Shesterkin, much lower value. I feel like could definitely make a trade here. All right, guys, so here's my offer for Connor Hellebuck. After this, we have no more first-round picks. Ryan Merkley there, Olesen, both decent prospects. Yorgi, so let's look at a starter back. 2 more first-round picks. Again, that's the rest of them. And I don't think I mentioned before, but the trade difficulty is on medium, so I feel like the value's double our side. This should work. Trades rejected. That is kind of crazy. All right, guys, so since I couldn't get a trade to go through for Connor Hellebuck, I'm going to try the second option here, Jake Ottinger. 3 overall less, but he's also younger with medium league potential, so should end up being like an 89 to start the year. Much lower trade value there, offering up Georgiev and a first. If this is all it costs, I think it's actually a better deal for us. We'll see what they say. Trades rejected. Okay, I did see they like Josh Manson. So if we go and get another defenseman, Georgiev a first and Manson for Andre is definitely worth it. Trades rejected. Wow. I'm going to try in a couple second round picks to this as well. I feel like Georgiev first, 2 seconds, Manson for Andre, like not that bad. And they agree, so there we go. Now, like I was mentioning, I want to replace Manson now with the new defenseman. I actually saw in Winnipeg, Josh Morrissey's on the block for whatever reason. So I'm going to basically use the remaining assets we have to try and trade for him. You can see McKinnon, Bedard, McCarr, Rantanen, all pretty much max value. Like, that is insane. So we still have one more first round pick. Now, I totally forgot I still had Ryan Merkley, so I added him to this trade along with a second. I feel like this should get to go through looking at the value. He's on the block. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I think the team's now set for next year. We've got our, elite goalie in Ottinger. The defense in front of them, we're basically just going to be playing that top 4. I feel like no one else might honestly play. And then we got our Calder winner in Connor Bedard. I'm liking how this looks. Now to the re-sign phase, guys, I actually had $8 million in cap space still, so we could bring in a guy like Patrice Bergeron just to be perfect for the PK. 92 overall as well. Last year he had 87 points, so clearly, he can play in our top 6 and help us out on the PK. We're a little bit shy there, only $8 million. So we're basically just going to have to hope no one else makes him an offer, which I think might be the case. And even if we do miss out on him, another really good two-way center, Jordan Stahl's available. Same with Jonathan Toews. So there's a couple of options if we miss out on Bergeron. And there we go, guys. Patrice Bergeron actually said yes. So I feel like that is a huge get for us. I think I had to let go of JT Comfort because he wanted to test free agency. Same with Eric Johnson. I bought out Cal Peterson, but if it gave us the money to get Bergeron, I feel like that was definitely worth it. Also, too, guys, I just realized Bergeron could easily win us the Selke Trophy, in which case, the signing's huge. Now, it's in the summer here, guys, and I think we still need a 6th defenseman just to fill in when, one of our guys that is playing all the time is in the penalty box. So, Jordy Ben here, 78 overall, but pretty solid defensive stats and physical. He'll literally be playing 3 minutes a night. So even though he's not the highest rated, he'll be fine. Alright, guys, we're at the start of the season now. I'm going to try and do something here to kind of cheese the game to get the Jack Adams Trophy. And that's going to be simulating this first game, which we lose 6-3. And I honestly was kind of expecting that as I basically tanked our overall via throwing Jake Andre in AHL. So we have a 79-51, which would make our team overall super low. I'm hoping because we played one game, that's going to be our starting overall. And now it's going to think we end up just being a much better team once I call up Ottinger here. Now there's a chance we just threw the first game. This won't do anything, but trying to get creative here to win all the awards. And after that first game, guys, we had Ottinger in the AHL. I'll show you what the team's actually looking like. I think we have an even better shot to win all the awards this season. So first line, we got McKinnon, Bedard, Rantanen. That is so nasty. McKinnon's a 96, Rantanen 93. Bedard's going to play a lot better than 82. Plus, between those two guys, he's got to win the Calder. Second line, even Nichushkin, Bergeron, Landeskog is so solid. Third there's Lehkonen, Bowers, Johnston. Fourth line here doesn't matter, as again, like last year, we're just going to kind of rerun the first line in the bottom 6. So I'm thinking we'll probably do the third line again, just to get them a bit more ice time. Now you can see the third line there, it's actually not too bad with Johnston, Bowers, Lehkonen, but I want to make sure, our top guys are getting the points to win the Maurice Richard, win the Art Ross Trophy, plus they get a +5 on the third line still. So that's our forward group. Defensively there, I've actually got Byron McCarr top pair with Morrissey, Toews on the second, just because they get a +5. Otherwise, they wouldn't. And I'm actually going to have Toews and McCarr both on the bottom pair, so they're both going to be double shifting here. Again, try to make sure they get the ice time to put up the points. I mean, these guys are going to produce for sure. Goaltending, we now have an 89 Ottinger starting opposed to Georgiev, so I think with him being the goalie, and that defense I was just showing you guys in front of him, he should be able to put up some Vezina numbers. In terms of the power play, it's Landeskog, McKinnon, Rantanen, McCarr, Bedard. Are you kidding me? +5. Obviously, it's this exact same thing, power play 2. Now, the first 4-man there, we just lose Landeskog. Second 4-man, again, same thing. In terms of the PK, I'm actually running Bergeron and Nichushkin just because they're both so good defensively. Look at Bergeron here. 99 defense awareness, 96 faceoffs, 98 stick check. Are you kidding me? Even Nichushkin here, 93 D awareness, 93 stick check. So basically just trying to help keep the puck out of the net for Andre there. Get that Vezina trophy. We got McKinnon, Landeskog on the second unit, and I think the third one there is the exact same as the first. Again, the best players on this team are going to be out there quite a bit, producing, helping us win. It's cheesy for sure, but, we're doing everything we can to get every single NHL award. And I'm still not exactly sure how the Bill Masterton Trophy works. Usually it's a defenseman on a bad team, but I have seen a playoff team defenseman win it before, so I'm hoping the fact that, Jordy Ben and Brad Hunt are barely playing, somehow the game will think, They didn't really do a lot. I don't know how them win the award. Again, that one's probably the toughest. It's really just kind of luck-based, I think. But we'll get started here, guys, with the sim. Also, too, guys, I almost forgot, but I brought in a new head coach, which should help out the team even more. As you can see there, he's got the A overall. Last year's head coach was only a B, and I wanted to hire a better one, but unfortunately, there was just no one available yet because it was the first year. So I feel like we now have an A head coach. Team's even more stacked. I feel like we got a very good shot at taking home all these awards. Alright, guys, so I just finished saving through the season, and again, we're off to a good start. As you can see there, we finished with 124 points, with a 59, 17, and 6 record, one shy of 60 wins, which kind of sucks, but we do take home the President's Trophy. Nathan MacKinnon, 163 points. He averaged one shy of 2 points a game. I just realized that. Ooh, that sucked. I'd be so upset if I was him, but that should be good enough for the Art Ross Trophy. I haven't looked at anyone else's stats yet, so I'm very curious to see how they did. Cale Makar there, 158 as a D-man with only 18 penalty minutes. I mean, I think he definitely could take home the King Clancy. Rantanen, 149. So basically 3 guys on this team at 150 plus. Connor Bedard at 111 in his rookie year with only 10 penalty minutes. He might actually take home the King Clancy. He's up to an 85. I feel like 111 points, he should be higher than that. I think the last rookie to have 100 plus points was like only Crosby and Ovi. Landeskog even 93, Tay 62, Bergeron, 58, and Nichushkin. Come on, Andre, be good stats. Oh man, 908 and a 262. With the defense in front of him and like the team in front of him in general, I feel like he really should have had a higher save percentage than that. Like, I don't know, maybe because he had 59 wins, he can still somehow pull up the Vezina Trophy, but I'm assuming we're not going to get the William Jennings even because goals against just wasn't good enough. Now look at the entire league here, guys. Yeah, you got McKinnon, Makar, Rantanen at your top 3. Aho 113, Bedard's in 4th there. Draisaitl, Kucherov, Pastrnak, who signed with the Hurricanes. Connor McDavid. Goals there, Guzzler, McKinnon, 74 goals. Not really a surprise. Makar there, yeah, 158 points. Yossi's the next closest with 84. We'll look at goalie stats. So, I mean, Andre had 17 more wins than Shesterkin, which is definitely a good help. Now, the save percentage here is going to hurt us. Swayman, 917. It's a lot better than Ottinger's. Goals against for a starter. Oh, I take that back. Andre actually had the best, 2.62. So, a high-scoring year. Most wins by far, with the lowest goals against. I think even though his save percentage wasn't as high, he could definitely take home the Vezina Trophy here, so that's a good sign. Rookie skaters, I swear if Bedard doesn't get it. Okay, yeah, 111. Korchinski actually on the Blackhawks put up 67. Right there was in 3rd. Okay, so looking better than last year. Take a look at the entire league quickly. You got Carolina in 2nd, which makes sense after they had Pastrnak to an already stacked team. Goals for we were 1st, which we kind of knew. And then goals against, we had 221. Okay, so we do take home the William Jennings Trophy. I'm liking Andre's odds now to get the Vezina. We know Bedard's getting the Calder Trophy. So far, this is looking pretty good. Like the biggest trophies we missed out on last year, looks like we're getting. So we'll start simulating here, guys, with the playoffs. Obviously, with the playoff sim, you never know what's going to happen. Like, it's just so fluky. But I think last year the Canucks gave us, the most problems. Let's see what happens here with the Ducks. We get a win game 1 at home. We lose, we win, we win. So we just got to win 1 of the next 3. And we take it in 5, okay. We're going to sim forward a few days here, guys. So we got in round 2. Apparently, we went too early. Still nobody. Nashville Predators, okay. So, I mean, I like our odds against Nashville. They do have Saros and net, but we got Onger. And, okay, so we're up 3-0. That's a good start. We sweep the Predators. Let's go. This team's 8-1 so far. First 2 rounds of the playoffs. Who do we have next in the conference final? The Edmonton Oilers, okay. So, I mean, McDavid, Draisaitl, obviously. They could carry them by us, but we got good players, too. We're up 3-0. This team's unstoppable. We sweep the Oilers. Let's go. Stanley Cup final. Who's it going to be? The Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, who else was it going to be? Like I mentioned, they added David Pastrnak to that solid team. We're up 2-0. Head to Carolina. Chance to win the Stanley Cup with a sweep. Wow, it was close. Game 4, up 3-0. And they beat us in OT. They did not want to get swept. Let's see if we can pull it off here. They forced Game 6? Okay, I was going to say Game 6, 4-3 win in OT. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champs. So far we're looking good. We got the Stanley Cup, President's Trophy, Clarence Campbell. We're going to have the Art Ross, Maurice Richard, Calder, William Jennings, hopefully the Vezina. This is our best chance yet. Like, we better get this. Are you kidding me? McKinnon averaged like 2.5 points a game in the playoffs. That is absolutely unreal. Moment of truth here, guys. The awards are updated. Let's take a look and see whether or not we're able to actually win every single one. Look at that three-peat there for the Avalanche, but as I mentioned, we got the Stanley Cup, President's Trophy, Clarence Campbell, so we've gotten all the team awards individual now. McKinnon, Art Ross Trophy. Cale Makar gets the Hart, okay. James Norris as well goes to Cale Makar, his 3rd straight year. Lady Byng goes to Cale Makar again. Calder goes to Bedard. We knew that was happening. Conn Smythe goes to McKinnon. When you put up 2.5 points a game in the playoffs, you get that trophy. And there we go. The Vezina does go to Ottinger. I was a little bit worried about that one. We already know we got the William Jennings. I think the next one's the Jack Adams. So this is the one we might just not have a chance to get. Oh no, sorry, the Bill Masterton. It goes to Cale Makar. Are you kidding me? Like, the dude popped off so much. They're like, screw it. Give him sportsmanship, dedication to hockey. That's awesome. As I mentioned, usually like a defenseman on a bad team. Last year, Oli Mata got it. Let's go. Okay, so literally I think all we need is Jack Adams. And I believe it's up next. Are you kidding me? Worrell there on Montreal gets the Jack Adams. Oh, wow. I forgot about the Selke Trophy. Anze Kopitar. We literally signed Patrice Bergeron, who had 99 D awareness. I would put him out there on every single penalty kill. How does Kopitar get that over Bergeron? Ted Lindsay goes to Makar. McKinnon gets the Maurice Richard. So we only fell short there on the Jack Adams. Which, like I said, when you have this good of a team, I just don't think the game lets you win it. And then the Selke, I want to look at Kopitar's stats. I want to see, how does he get it over Patrice Bergeron? Bergeron there, 58 points, was a plus 30. Maybe I need to play him on the first line or something. But then, like, how does McKinnon not get it? Because he's plus 56. Does it go to, like, maybe the player in the league with the highest plus minus? The highest... Does it go to, like, the forward in the league with the highest plus minus, maybe? That would be Bedard, then McKinnon. And they both have, like, really good defensive stats. McKinnon 5-star, Bedard there 4.5. So then I was thinking, like, maybe it has to do with whoever put up the most points as a two-way forward. But at that point, Sebastian Aho, 113 points as a two-way forward. It's not that either. Now, I think what it might have been was the forward the most face-offs won. As you can see, that was Anze Kopitar. Actually, guys, never mind. I thought it was face-offs won, but apparently not, as Crosby won 1505 last year. And O'Reilly, who won the Selke Trophy, only won 1493. So I feel like that definitely is a factor, but I'm not exactly sure what else the game kind of figures out here. So I think we're just going to call it there after year 2. I mean, we got every single award except for the Jack Adams, which, of course, you can only get if you're bad, which you can't be bad, win all the awards. And then we literally got screwed on the Selke when we have the best two-way center in the game. I mean, look at his defensive stats there. The guy's won the trophy like 5 times in his career already. They can't give it to us just this one time. But still, I feel like that was pretty solid. Like, again, we won pretty much every single award. I'm happy with that. Let me know if you guys try this challenge for yourself and you're actually able to get every single award. I'd love to hear how you do it. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.